Good evening and welcome to Newsbreak Live. I'm Hiba Samad. Thanks for joining us. Local law enforcement are on scene of a major traffic collision right now. Around 2 p.m., Torrance police officers responded to a car and motorcycle accident in the area of Crenshaw Boulevard and Sky Park Drive. They are currently investigating, but officials say the driver was traveling northbound on Crenshaw Boulevard before making a left turn. The car eventually collided with a motorcyclist that was traveling the opposite direction. The motorcyclist is said to be a 27-year-old male who was taken to the hospital for major injuries. Now, the 82-year-old female driver was not injured. Officials say to avoid the north and southbound lanes on Crenshaw Boulevard since it is temporarily closed between Sky Park Drive and Airport Drive until the investigation is over. Anyone with information regarding the accident, contact the Torrance Police Department. Today, local law enforcement spread awareness about how older adults can avoid falling victim to scams. The season of giving is also a time when reports of scams increase. At the Katie Geiser Civic Center Library, Torrance police officers shared the latest crimes affecting seniors. One is when the suspect pretends to be with a utility company and says they're there to fix something. The suspect then makes the victim go in the backyard with them while accomplices go inside and burglarize the home. Another concern that was shared with attendees included mail theft and for residents to not leave important mail for pickup, and they should rather walk it into the post office. The focus of the workshop is to help people realize there can be a scam before they fall victim.
There's the scams where people will send you emails or call your phone and ask you to like they'll say they're from the IRS and you need to pay, or they'll send an officer out there. They'll send you emails that say you need to update your information. They'll say they're from your bank. So we're telling people if they get anything from their bank to actually go on that bank's website, or you call the bank yourself.
Officials say they host these sessions every 4 months, but it's open to anyone, not just seniors. Also, you don't have to be a Torrance resident to attend. Some other simple steps you can take is to never allow strangers to come into your home, take personal information, and don't sign any sort of contracts. If you have any concerns, contact your local police station, or you can get in touch with the Federal Trade Commission hotline at the number you see on the screen. Torrance Transit staff spent time talking with community members face-to-face today about the future of transportation. It's part of an effort to improve the transit service for its current and future riders. There were 3 community meetings hosted, one at El Camino College, Harbor Gateway Transit Center, and Del Amo Fashion Center bus stops. It's part of a 12-month study of its routes, schedules, ridership, on-time performance, and policies. It will evaluate demographics, travel patterns, and plan development in the region. The project is called Torrance Transit Tomorrow, and staff is hoping to fill any gaps or needs for riders.
Some of the things that we've been hearing from bus riders that they would like to see Sunday service added to more routes, as well as they'd like to see more frequent service. Many of the bus routes only operate every hour, so they'd like to see them run more frequently than that.
The outcome of the study is a 10-year plan to enhance and expand the Torrance Transit service. Torrance Transit has 11 fixed routes that extend to many areas outside the city, including neighboring South Bay cities as well. The Torrance Transit system was established in 1940, providing service between Torrance and downtown Los Angeles. If you can't make it out to the meetings, you can visit the project website and take a short survey to provide feedback. Head to torrancetransittomorrow.com. An annual tradition bringing Christmas cheer to neighborhoods across the city returns. Tonight is the second night St. Nick will make his way to town on his sleigh. At 5 p.m., he'll be moving through Carson to Sepulveda Boulevard and then Crenshaw to Western. The Santa float started in 1969 by the Torrance Police Officers Association. It has always been sponsored by the association, whose members work tirelessly to maintain Santa's sleigh. Each year, they bring the holiday joy by passing out 30,000 candy canes throughout the month leading up to Christmas. The Torrance Police Officers Association is a nonprofit dedicated to supporting the Torrance Police Department. To find out when Santa is coming to your neighborhood, go to torrancepoa.com. Now, if you're looking to purchase a perfect Christmas tree, you have many options right here in Torrance. Christmas Tree House is a family-owned business that has been selling quality trees in Southern California for more than 80 years. They have Douglas, Grand, Noble, and Silver Tips, to name a few. They're located at 17520 Prairie Avenue. Then the Torrance Wise Men's Club Christmas tree lot opens tomorrow. They're located on the corner of Delama Boulevard and Madrona Avenue. They're offering a wide variety of trees as well, including fresh wreaths. They also offer delivery, flocking, and flame retarding is available. The sales benefit community youth programs. Then Catoni and Sons Christmas tree lot is also open on Madrona near Carson Street. We'll have tips for you on This Week in Torrance on what to look out for when you're buying your Christmas tree. A local hospital is getting into the spirit of the holidays by bringing cheer to the city. Volunteers played Santa's Little Helpers by setting up Torrance Memorial Medical Center's 35th annual holiday festival by decorating more than 36 themed Christmas trees, including Howling Holiday, How the Grinch Pinked Christmas, Are We There Yet, and many more. The one-of-a-kind event kicked off today. It includes entertainment, a holiday boutique, children's activities, a food court, fashion show, and a Santa lunch, all under one tent that is more than 30,000 square feet.
This event is all about community. It brings about 1,800 people through the door every year just to come in and take a look at what we provide here, which is a little bit of joy in the South Bay.
Just amazing thing for your eyes to walk in and look at all of the beauty, all of the creativity. Not only do we have trees, we also have an area for kids that's being set up. We also have a holiday boutique that has a wide range of different pieces, different things, different price ranges, all different ways that you can come in and get something for yourself, for your home, for your kids, for your friends. Any way to contribute and have a lot of fun when you're doing it.
This year, nearly 2,000 people are expected to stop by the festivities. The event is an important tradition and is one of the hospital's largest fundraisers. The money will support the new cancer center. Lunch with Santa is this Sunday, and to get all of the hours of the festival, go to torrancememorial.org. General admission is $5. You can participate in a global movement today. Giving Tuesday is fueled by the power of social media and collaboration. It kicks off the charitable season, giving people the opportunity to remember to donate, gift, or give back in any way. You can go to givingtuesday.org to see the organizations you can help out. Few in Torrance include the Torrance Education Foundation, Schweitzer Learning Center, Family Promise of the South Bay, and Dharma Rescue for Cats and Dogs, to name a few. Last year, more than $300 million was raised online, with more than 150 countries participating. Hashtag Giving Tuesday is used for this movement on social media. A highly anticipated auto show returns to Los Angeles, bringing a little bit of everything for car enthusiasts. This Friday, the LA Auto Show will debut at the Los Angeles Convention Center, using up almost 1 million square feet of space. There'll be more than 1,000 cars showcased, including the chance to test drive some of them. Few cars making a feature will be the Jeep Gladiator pickup, unibody Honda Ridgeline, as well as the Ford Ranger. Honda's new Passport, Hyundai's first ever 3-row SUV, BMW's x7 3-row mega crossover, and newer versions of other car models. Audi and Tesla will also make an appearance. California and New York State make up 40% of luxury United States auto sales. This year, the show will feature many new interactive experiences and curated showcases for visitors of all ages, including simulators, gaming areas, and custom cars. The show will continue through December 9th. For more information, go to lautoshow.com. Now let's get to the weather. It was cloudy today with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 57. Then tomorrow you can expect some showers with a high of 66. And the rain will continue on Thursday with a high of 66 degrees and a low of 54. Tonight, City Council members will decide whether they will make changes to the current urban coyote management plan. Other decisions they plan to make including directing staff to conduct California Environmental Quality Act analysis to measure any adverse impacts of a full-time coyote trap and euthanize program. Other items include establishing a 24/7 hotline for the community to report coyote activity, posting quarterly reports to the city's website, enhancing mobile platform for photographic and geocode reporting. In September 2018, City Council asked the police department to evaluate the 2016 Urban Coyote Management Plan and report back with potential changes. The council meeting will be live at 7 p.m. Health officials are now saying you can eat romaine lettuce. We brought you reports last week of a romaine lettuce recall due to an E. coli outbreak, but the Food and Drug Administration officials say for consumers to now just look at the label to see where it's coming from before eating it. Officials have confirmed that the outbreak appears to be from California's Central Coast region. If you don't find a label, then don't eat it. For romaine that doesn't come in packaging, retailers will have information by the register on where it's from. Customers will be able to start seeing labels this week. The Federal Drug Administration has not identified a source of contamination in the latest outbreak. The FDA says the industry is committed to making the labeling standard for romaine lettuce. Now, here are some upcoming events for you to mark on your calendar for this week. Tomorrow, the South Bay YMCA is hosting a free community health screening all day. It will offer blood sugar, blood pressure, and lung function checkup. The screenings are possible through a grant provided by the Los Angeles Biomed at Harbor UCLA. This weekend, you can enjoy the Torrance Theater Company performance of Silent Sky. The show runs through December 17th. Tickets are $30. Then this Saturday, you can take advantage of a sale at Beyond the Label Boutique in Torrance. From 3 to 5 p.m., you'll be able to buy vintage, unique, and handmade goods. 100% of the proceeds will go to provide jobs for adults with disabilities through Creative Steps and the Aurelia Foundation. The boutique is located at 1439 Marcelina Avenue. Well, in just 2 minutes, Dieter Aragon, the Transit Operations Manager for the Torrance Transit Department, talks to me about an exciting event this weekend that's going to be giving back to families in need this holiday season. We'll be back in just a few. Dieter Aragon.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
So we were walking to school. At the corner, we waited for the traffic light.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart,
cheese pizza,
but
like at Luigi's.
sometimes her mind
They have
wanders.
this video game there, and Kate's got the high score. We should have a sleepover. Maybe I should pack my pajamas.
I remember saying, Laura? Laura,
I think I heard Mom say something.
the sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
When we finally got there,
She gave me a hug goodbye.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
Welcome back to the second half of Newsbreak Live, and joining me is Dieter Aragon, the Transit Operations Manager from the Torrance Transit Department. Welcome back.
Hey, Hiba. Well, thank you for having me again. Appreciate it.
And you're on to talk about an exciting event this weekend as well as some updates within the
Absolutely.
Torrance Transit Department. So let's first start off talk about the holidays. Everyone loves talking about the holidays, right?
Of course.
And for another year, the Torrance Transit is making shopping easier. So tell me about the Torrance Transit bus and the services being offered right now.
Sure. So as you know, the holidays are big, and especially with shopping. So one of the biggest things that we wanted to do is promote transit. And how do we promote transit? Well, offering a new service that we've been offering every year. It's the Holiday Shoppers Bus Service. And the bus service is basically is a way, an opportunity for folks to, in our community, to utilize the transit service, and it's going to be absolutely free. The service is actually developed so that it hits the Del Amo Fashion Center and goes through the Hawthorne corridor all the way up to Artesia and back. And it's running basically on Saturday and Sundays from now all the way through December 23rd.
Great, and you can't miss it because it's usually decorated. Did you guys
That's
decorate it
true.
this year?
Yeah, the bus is fully decorated. It has presents inside and out. You can definitely see the decals on the outside of the bus. And it also says holiday special.
So for travelers who are saying, okay, well, where can I catch the bus? How can I get more information about this? What would you say?
Definitely go to our website. We have that information there at torrancetransit.org. Or you could actually we have the multiple stops. They're actually labeled Shopper Shuttle along Hawthorne Boulevard and at the Del Amo Fashion Center.
So the mall is always bustling with business during
Yeah.
this time. Now, tell me why Transit wanted to kind of step in and help with this shopping experience.
Well, again, we wanted to promote transit as well to our local community and provide a way for decongesting some of the holiday congestions that happen. It's easier to have 40 people on the bus than 40 cars out in the street. So we figured that this would be a great opportunity for us to continue to help our community and help folks connect to the holiday shopping.
For locals who've never been on a Torrance Transit bus, how much does it cost? I know this service is free, but if you want to maybe make a mention of that as well.
Sure, our service is $1. It's one of the cheapest services that we have out there. And if you're a senior citizen or someone that's disabled, it's 25 cents.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great deal. Cheaper than gas for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, this weekend is also a big time for your department. Tell me what's happening at the Del Amo Fashion Center.
Well, once again, we're doing the Stuff a Bus charitable event. Again, we've partnered up with the Torrance Police Department, the Fire Department, the Torrance Women's Club, and of course the Del Amo Fashion Center. We're going to have 2 sites out there that will be taking charitable donations. These are unwrapped gift or monetary donations. The first site's going to be at the right in front of the P.F. Chang's and the Lazy Dog Cafe. The second location is going to be at the Hometown Buffet off of Carson and Del Amo Center. And we'll be there with some staff and welcoming gifts.
So for viewers who haven't dropped off any gifts at the donation sites currently, they can just bring donations this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be out there, as I stated. We'll be out at the two site locations, and what's going to happen is that they could come and actually put the gift inside the bus. Again, that's the whole notion, Stuff a Bus campaign.
And this takes place this Saturday.
This Saturday, that's correct.
So people can come from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., drop by, look at for one of the large transit buses, and
Yep.
make a donation. Now, what kind of donations are you currently looking for?
Well, we've received in the past unwrapped toys. We've also received some blankets, clothing, bicycles, and again, monetary donations.
How did this event come about? This isn't the first year, so.
Yeah, this is not the first year. The event actually started, funny story, it started 18 years ago with basically, we partnered up with the Torrance Unified School District and a couple local churches, and we had a Unified School District bus and our transit bus, and we stuffed them with donations, and we actually drove those buses to families that are less fortunate and provided them those gifts. we wanted to continue this process and again continue the gift giving or basically allowing the donations to continue.
For viewers tuning in, you can stop by the Del Amo Fashion Center this Saturday and drop off donations for families in need. And it's amazing. Last year, you filled 3 buses with more than 2,500 toys and fundraised $1,200.
Yeah, and that was in just one day, basically. So we're doing it the same thing, one day. But this time on a Saturday, so we're thinking that it's going to be even bigger. So we're excited for this weekend.
How's it for you and your team to see people donate? Because when people think about Torrance Transit, they don't necessarily think about,
Donations.
a toy drive or donations, but it's really an effort of your department to come together and do something like this.
Absolutely. It's a team effort, not just our department. Again, we have other city departments that are helping out. And if it wasn't for the help of the Del Amo Fashion Center, obviously we wouldn't be able to be at those locations and those sites. It's a great feeling. It's a great event. Everybody on the team is always on board and excited about this event every year that comes around. So it's definitely a good feeling.
Where will the gifts be donated to?
So we've always partnered up with some great organizations. This year, some of the organizations include the Torrance Police and Fire program, community programs, the Pediatric Therapy Network, and the Torrance Crisis Center.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now we're going to change gears and we're going to circle back about the Stuff a Bus in just a few. But talk to me about the Route 4 service update. That was a new route that was added earlier this year. And now tell me how it's been coming along.
Yeah, so it's been, I believe a little bit over a year now. I think the last time I was here, we talked about how we were implementing the new service. The service has been very successful. We've doubled our ridership. The service, as I stated last time, runs from Torrance and South Bay region up to downtown Los Angeles along the 110 corridor. It's basically connecting folks to the downtown metropolitan area. It's been extremely successful, and one of the biggest benefits that I think our customers like is that we've expanded the service. So the service actually now runs longer, has higher frequencies, better connections, and now runs on Saturdays too. It never ran on Saturdays, so it gives them an opportunity to take advantage of those events that happen in downtown without having to take a car.
And this is line 4X, I do want to clarify.
Line 4X, that's correct.
It's amazing. You can get from South Bay to downtown Los Angeles for a single fare of $2 per direction.
Yeah, exactly, just $2. Again, it's less than gas. You're not worried about congestion or being stuck in traffic. You're in the carpool lane. It's a direct shot.
Your department works really hard to make transportation easier for the community, and we saw this recently when there was the app launched. New signs went up at the bus stops. So as a reminder, tell our viewers a little bit about the app and its success story so far.
So yeah, absolutely. And one of the biggest questions, as you know, we get asked is, what time is my bus going to get there, or where is my bus? So the application, we partnered up with a third-party developer, and it's called Transit App. They could download it from the Google Play Store onto your smartphone, and they could basically also download it from the Apple Store. It's a free download, and it's free to use. And the best thing is that it gives information to our customers from the palm of their hand. So it gives them a little bit more freedom to be able to actually schedule their trips better. They could actually track our buses and see exactly where the bus is. So if a customer wanted to go drink a cup of coffee before they wanted to go to the stop, they could do that because they know exactly where that bus is. So it's a great application. We've had about 135,000 actions on a monthly basis, which is huge, and it continues to grow. So it's been successful. It's improved our overall customer service interactions, and also the phone calls that we get as well has reduced it significantly.
I think the key is the flexibility part, right?
Absolutely.
So people, if a bus is running late, then someone, as you mentioned, can go grab a cup of coffee or run another errand instead of just waiting at the bus stop.
Absolutely. It gives them that flexibility. It's ease of use. It's great.
Now, when you're waiting at the bus stop,
Yeah.
there are some new signs that are now available. Pretty easy to read, I'm assuming. Talk to me about those.
Yeah, absolutely. So these signs, we've redeveloped our entire signage. We wanted to provide more information on our signs, bus number, direction, how often that they run, including other information as to how they could actually reach us. We've also provided information there where if passengers don't have a smartphone, they could actually text the number of our bus stop and provide real-time information as to when the bus is going to be there. So they'll get a text back that says the bus is going to be approaching or will be departing there in 5 minutes or so. It's really intuitive. And it's flexible, so you don't have to necessarily have a smartphone. You could literally have a flip phone that has text capabilities and still get your information.
And the hope is that with these apps and the bus signs, more people will ride the Torrance Transit and use public transportation. So tell me how your department has been evolving the experience with, us Angelinos, we love riding in the car.
Yeah, so we're definitely, these are some just small examples that we're trying to help gather more ridership. And we have seen ridership increases up to roughly around 7% year over year and continue to grow. I think these charitable campaigns help out to promote transit. The Shoppers Shuttle promotes transit as well and gets us out there in the community, as well as these great innovations that we've actually been able to develop recently. So we're excited about what's to come in the future. As you mentioned earlier, we have folks out there. We're trying to develop a new way of providing better services and improving the services that we have. So we have that information right now that's going out to the public.
All this information, everything we talked about,
Yeah.
obviously they can find it on our YouTube page and see this whole interview, but you can also go to transit.torranceca.gov. And before I let you go, anything else you'd like to add about the Stuff a Bus event this Saturday? And it just takes a minute. If you have any gifts unwrapped, just drop them off.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, thank you for having us out here, giving us an opportunity to provide an update. The Stuff a Bus event is a huge event helping out families in need. And we're excited to be doing it on a Saturday this time around, so we're hoping to get a lot more folks. So I'll be out there. Hope to see some of you guys out there. Hope to see you out there as well. We'll definitely be out there. Hopefully we get more folks coming in.
Well, Dieter, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Have a great night.
Thanks. You too.
And as I just mentioned, if you want more information, go to transit.torranceca.gov, and you can also take that survey online as well. Well, that does it for Newsbreak Live. If you ever have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. Also, if you missed any portion of the show, you can catch it all on Torrance City Cable's YouTube page. Have a great night.